The 2011 Tohoku disaster, and her final sketch foretells something even greater. A black wave swallows the coast, magma rises, Mount Fuji darkens the skies. Her notes name: Japan, Taiwan, Philippines, Indonesia. All hit by a mega tsunami, triggered by an undersea rupture and volcanic burst around July 5th.
Philippines, Indonesia.
It's just not her.
All hit
In
by
Alabama,
a mega tsunami,
USA, Pastor
by an
Brandon
undersea
Biggs,
rupture
known
and
for his
volcanic
prophecy of
burst around
California's
July 5th.
wildfire
Philippines,
crisis,
Indonesia. Just not
claims to
her.
have seen
All
a
hit
vision
in
of
Alabama,
destruction.
USA.
The ocean split, no rain, only water and silence, from Vancouver to San Francisco. He warns of a megaquake on the U.S. West Coast, from Alaska down to Oregon and California. The timing? July 18th to July 22nd. He references Revelation. A great mountain burning with fire was thrown into the sea. He's urged his followers to evacuate coastal cities by mid-July. In Thailand, the monk astrologer Mo Pra combines Buddhist prophecy with sidereal astrology. In her lunar forecast, she warned, dragons rise beneath the ocean, fire bites the islands who forget nature. Her star readings, Mars, Saturn, Rahu in watery signs, point to July 7th and July 19th as quake and tsunami days for Southeast Asia. All three visions align eerily within a July 1st to July 22nd disaster window. But these aren't just mystic ramblings. Science backs the threat. The Pacific Ring of Fire, a 40,000 kilometers horseshoe of volcanic arcs and earthquake zones, is Earth's most dangerous fault network. It causes 90% of global seismic activity. Key hotspots: the Philippine Sea Plate and Pacific Plate pressing west into Eurasia, the Nankai Trough near Japan, overdue for a magnitude 8+ quake. The Cascadia Fault off the U.S. West Coast, silent for 300+ years. Japan's Earthquake Committee gives an 80% chance of a major quake by 2030. NASA satellite data shows magma swelling near Tonga and Japan, suggesting deep oceanic stress. Combine that with shallow tremors in Indonesia, pressure under Taiwan, and U.S. West Coast faults primed for rupture, and you get a seismic cocktail waiting to explode. Vedic astrology confirms the cosmic unrest. Astrologers warn of a volatile sky from June 30th to July 22nd, 2025. Why? Mars, planet of fire, enters Leo, June 6th to July 29th. Saturn slows in retrograde in Aquarius, casting its 10th Drishti moon, moves into Ashlesha Nakshatra, a symbol of serpentine destruction. Many charts show Neptune-Saturn conjunctions indicating illusions breaking, undersea disturbance, and karmic rebalancing. Areas at high risk astrologically: Japan and Taiwan, Western USA and Canada, Philippines and Indonesia, Eastern India and Bangladesh. This isn't just myth. These are planetary blueprints of disaster. In this forecast, astrologers warn, Mars in Leo squared by Saturn spells natural calamity, especially involving water, heat and human displacement. There's a chilling rhythm buried deep in recent history. Every 7 years the Earth seems to scream. The 2004, the Indian Ocean tsunami. A magnitude 9.1 quake off Sumatra kills over 230,000 people across 14 countries. The 2011, the Tohoku earthquake in Japan. Magnitude 9.0, triggering a tsunami that destroyed Fukushima and took nearly 20,000 lives. The 2018, the Sulawesi disaster in Indonesia. A 7.5 magnitude quake and rare supershear tsunami struck Palu, killing over 4,300. Here's what these alignments could mean in real-world terms. A 9.0 magnitude earthquake in the Nankai Trough. Underwater volcano collapse near the Mariana Trench. Possible impacts: massive land loss across Japan, Hong Kong, Philippines, Taiwan, merging into land masses via tectonic shifts. U.S. West Coast cities swamped by secondary waves. And the stars? They match it all. Cosmic pressure venting through Earth's crust. Scientists agree a major Pacific event is likely, but they urge preparedness, not panic. Tectonic buildup is real. So are climate triggers like underwater landslides and volcanic gas release. But prophecy, mysticism, and astrology add a layer modern science can't ignore: timing. As July 2025 approaches, this convergence of prophecy, science, and the stars offers more than fear. It offers a signal. Whether these events unfold exactly or not, being aware makes us resilient. And if the Earth does shift, we'll stand stronger, together. If you do like this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more interesting videos. Keep watching. In Washington, 2 South Asian countries went head-to-head on diplomacy. One delivered clarity and conviction. The other, well, confusion and controversy. India and Pakistan both sent delegations, but only one won the room. We all know who won. India's Operation Sindoor delegation took DC by storm. Pakistan tried to copy the playbook, but ended up fumbling badly. Let's break down why Pakistan's effort bombed, and how India's strategy worked like a charm. India's Operation Sindoor delegation wasn't just another diplomatic visit. It was a masterclass in narrative control. Spearheaded by former UN diplomat and Congress MP Shashi Tharoor, India framed the global conversation around counter-terrorism, shared democratic values and regional stability. Tharoor's style? Eloquent, factual and unifying. No rants, no raves, just clear messaging that resonated with lawmakers and think tanks alike. A few days later, Pakistan showed up with its own delegation, almost like a copy-paste version of India's. But it didn't land the same way. Led by Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, Pakistan's delegation was small, defensive, and almost entirely focused on grievances rather than solutions. But the moment he started blaming India and quoting civilian deaths, the US audience shut down. No applause, no alignment, just awkward silence. Let's get into the head-to-head. Tharoor versus Bilawal. Shashi Tharoor, former UN Under-Secretary General, is articulate, data-driven, and emotionally intelligent. He delivered India's message with clarity, saying India is committed to peace, but won't tolerate terrorism. Tharoor's tone. It was statesmanlike, purposeful, and poised. He invoked shared values, democracy, human rights, and global cooperation. Now, looking at Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, he has a political legacy, but honestly no serious policy depth. He just repeated grievances about India, but gave no real proof or roadmap. He claimed Pakistan downed 6 Indian planes, without presenting verifiable evidence. And he blamed India for illegal strikes while ignoring Pakistan's own international image problem. And when Congressman Brad Sherman asked about Jaish-e-Mohammed and Dr. Shakil Afridi, Bilawal had no clear answer. Instead of presenting a future, Pakistan was stuck defending its past. So, what went wrong? Let's break it down. First, there was a narrative mismatch. India came with a message, let's fight terrorism together. Pakistan came with complaints. India is the real bad guy. Second, there was a lack of credibility. India's messaging was clean and bipartisan, while Pakistan's was defensive. Bilawal claimed Pakistan is a victim, but also said it has the highest number of terror attacks. That contradiction honestly didn't sit well. Third, there was no strategic engagement. India had panels, think tank meetings, and media ops. Pakistan, just a few scripted statements, and really no real traction. And finally, zero applause, maximum criticism. Lawmakers like Brad Sherman slammed Pakistan for harboring terrorists and oppressing minorities. No shared goals, no follow-ups, just a big diplomatic question mark. In diplomacy, facts matter. But framing matters even more. India spoke in America's language partnerships, peace, and terrorism control. Pakistan delivered drama, denial, and damage control. Even Pakistani media called it embarrassing. Meanwhile, India left with soft PowerPoints and a stronger US-India narrative. What do you think? Is this the beginning of a new phase in India's global diplomacy? And can Pakistan bounce back, or has Washington already moved on? Comment below, like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives on South Asia, global strategy, and diplomacy.
We understand your time is precious, so we're open extended service hours 7 days a week. No appointment necessary. Just bring it in. We're conveniently located just south of Dulles Airport at 4175 Stonecroft Boulevard in Chantilly.
We're open extended service hours 365 days a year, including holidays. No appointment necessary, just bring it in. Find us at 13909 Lee Jackson Memorial Highway in Chantilly.
Hello and welcome to the Global Pulse. We all know India's biggest strategic weakness is the Siliguri corridor. But what if I told you? Bangladesh has 2 even weaker points that India can exploit in seconds, and one of them controls 90% of Bangladesh's economy. what if I told you Bangladesh has not one? And if pushed, India could slice through both, turning the tables on one of its greatest vulnerabilities. Today, we reveal the emerging triangular threat of China, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, and how India may already have a counterstrike mapped out. India's northeast, home to over 45 million citizens, is connected to the mainland by a fragile 22-kilometer-wide strip known as the Siliguri Corridor, also called the Chicken Neck. As Bangladesh shifts allegiance to China, India's northeast could be cut off in a flash. Recently, Bangladesh's Mohammed Yunus, while in China, allegedly remarked that the northeast of India is landlocked and Dhaka is the guardian of the ocean, a statement that irked India, because India fears something deeper growing ISI, Chinese, and radical influence in Dhaka. Now, what if India didn't just defend, but, actually flipped the script? Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma warned Bangladesh of consequences. No country should be under the impression that it can take over the chicken neck. Bangladesh has its own chicken necks that can be attacked. Chicken neck number 1, Rangpur Division. There's this 80-kilometer strip near South Dinajpur that, if cut, would isolate Rangpur from the rest of the country. It actually feeds about 1.6 crore people, and the agricultural output there is worth more than $147 million. Then there's Chicken Neck number 2, Chittagong Division. This is a 28-kilometer strip that, if severed, could divide Chittagong, which is basically Bangladesh's